What's up, guys? Right here at Spirit Halloween in Milford, Connecticut. This is the first Connecticut store that I'm visiting this year, so I'm curious to see what they've got. I actually heard that we're supposed to be getting a new horror baby. By the way, stay tuned to the end of the video to see where I hide a small orange pumpkin with some stickers in there for you. Let's go see what they got. I have a good feeling about this store because look at that ginormous Spirit Halloween sign. I love when they have a giant sign in the front. This used to be a Joann Fabric, so you can tell by the label scar, and they have the big wavy arm inflatable guy. I love that guy. Good to see you, Mr. Wavy Arm. Say hello to us. All right, let's go see what they got inside here. We usually see Jack and the Crypt Countess, and yes, they have Jack and the Crypt Countess in here. Let's say hello to Jack first. Hello, Jack. Go ahead and track us. We'll take off our glasses for you.
I follow you around every dark corner. Creep along with the monsters under your bed.
Very good tracking on him. He will follow you around. I love that. What a great addition to the animatronics I started doing last year. $330 for him and the Crypt Countess. Let's get her going. Hello, Crypt Countess. And we can hear young He over there. There she is. We'll see her in a minute. Good to see you, Miss Countess. Let's go over here, and you know what? We'll go over here and see Young He first. We usually go to her last. We'll make sure she's working correctly. Sometimes the Young He dolls end up having a spinning head that does not work. Let's see if she works. Here we go. Maybe, maybe not. We're dropping stuff. Maybe not. She was just going a minute ago. We'll come back to her in a second. First, we'll clean up our mess because we're dropping stuff. Okay, there we go. All right, we'll come over here and do Bullseye first, I guess. Hello, Bullseye. He always works, but he's just a little bit quiet. Too quiet for me. And here is Valak, $300, a licensed prop from The Conjuring. They did a great job with her. I see Grandma over there. She's going off. Let's go see Backbend Bonnie, who is partially backbended already. Backbended. I don't know if she's going to work or not. Maybe not. No, I guess not. Oh well, good to see you, Bonnie. We'll go over here to Monkey Business. Hello, Monkey Business.
Ready for the surprise?
Awesome.
He doesn't bite too hard.
They could totally have him turned up louder. He's best when he's loud. And here is the Fire Demon for $310. Yes, nice and loud.
I carry the eternal flames deep in my chest, where they will burn your soul.
I love him. He's becoming one of my favorites now. Here's a jumping spider. We gotta say hello to him. We'll give him a little pet and a high five. And look, there's a tiny spider down here. He had a little baby. And here is the Night Owl for $250. Screeching and flapping his wings. That's all he does, but he's pretty cool. I would totally like to get him and do like a makeover of him and make him look like a real owl. And here is Trick or Treat Pete. He's gonna play some music for us. The candy goes in here. And then that little thing spins and the candy comes out into the bowl. Those little Butterfingers are probably the best thing that's gonna work in him because he gets clogged very easily. Here is the Sinister Straw Man. Let's see if he works. I hope he does because he is great. Maybe not. That is too bad. He's off right now, but Grandma's here. Let's see if Grandma will work. We saw her spinning a minute ago. Yes.
Don't be afraid, little one. This is your little blood. Much more than you.
We love Grandma. Let's go in the ISC here and see what we got. The Rat and the Scarecrow and Electrified Corpse. We'll do him first. Hello, Corpse. Love the Electrified Corpse. He shakes so well, and he always works too. And here is the Scarecrow. Sit down next to him. We're waiting for our stop on the train, and when we stand up, and that's the regular sitting Scarecrow too. They have a scary one. Reach for the candy, and he screams at you. And here is the Mutant Sewer Rat. Hello, Mr. Rat. We haven't found the hidden heart on him yet. There's a hidden heart on a lot of these animatronics, and I always take a peek and see if I can find one. Good to see you, Mr. Rat, squeaking at us. And we'll go over here and see if this thing works. So far, everything, the lights and the live wires, those are all working. And here is the control thingy. Yes. That works. Speedometer and the voltage meter, and the phone is not blinking. Does it make sounds though? Yes, it does work. Pick up the phone and listen for a secret message. Let's go see what animatronics... Wait a minute, they have the hanging rat in here. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I love that guy. We'll give him a little swing, and let's go see what animatronics they have on the floor for sale. A decent selection of them here. There's the Night Terror and Trick or Treat Pete and Art the Clown Santa. Haven't seen him set up in the store yet. Lantern Keeper is here, Scarecrows and Headcase Harry, and Jack the Reaper, and Trixie is here. Awesome. We're starting to see her in the stores for sale a lot more often now, which is great because I love her, and I didn't get to see her very often in the beginning of the season. Night Owl is here, Cerberus and Bullseye, another Lantern Keeper, and Headcase Harry, and another Night Terror right there. Pretty well stocked on animatronics. The exit is here, Madison Scare Park, 31st Street, and let me say, they did a great job with this whole setup this year. More animatronics, Crypt Countess, more sewer rats, and the Fogging Pumpkin Pile, more Lantern Keepers. They have a ton of him for sale this year. And Night Owls, they have 3 of him right there, another sewer rat, and another Night Owl. Man, lots of rats and owls here. And another stack of animatronics over here. Twisted Grandma and Gordo. We're starting to see a lot of Gordo in the stores too. And more Night Terror, more Trixie, more Fogging Pumpkin and Skull Piles. Regular Art the Clown is here. We're starting to see a bunch of him too. Awesome. More Night Owls. I can't believe it. And they have Emily and Victor. Some horror babies here. They have Chucky. That's the one I want with his bloody hammer. They did a great job with that. And Frankenstein's monster with his electric rattle. And who do we have over here? Lots of them. Man, every store has been very well stocked. And they have the horror cat. I love the horror cat and the horror bear. $37 for him. Hopefully I find him during the sales because I want him very bad. Look at that eye. That's hilarious. In one of my previous videos I said somebody should dress up as him for Halloween. Somebody do that. That would be awesome. There's Barbara Wire up there having a barbed wire snack. And Clobber and Claude is here. Will he work? Yes. Clobber us. There he goes. Sweet. And here is Gutsy Gwen. Oh, she's not gonna work? There she goes. She almost always works. I love her. And Ghostly Gus and Scheming Sally and Scary Strawberry. That one is my favorite. Love the glass and the ice cream. Somebody told me my dad calls him Chubby Bubby. That's a perfect name for him. They have talking creatures here. I love it. Let's see if any of them will work. Yes. He's a little bit quiet, but I love him. It is very detailed and a very unique prop. They usually have talking pumpkins, but none here right now. But they do have the pathway marker candy corns. There we go. Snarling, the angry, evil candy corns. I love that. What else we got here? We got some inflatables. There's the Killer Clowns one. I've seen a few of him lately. The clown with the spinning eyes, animated cats, hearses, gargoyles, wolves, one owl, mini jack-o'-lantern skeletons. They usually have the mini skeletons too, but maybe they sold out. A tombstone. We hardly ever see the tombstone, and I want that one. $30. That is one that I don't have, and I do want. Pumpkin scarecrows, cats, reapers, jack-o'-lanterns, 4-foot ghosts, dual mask inflatables, 8-foot ghosts, and a bunch more reapers. Man, they have a ton of reapers here. Let's see what creepy critters they have. They have a bunch of them here. Killer critters, that's what they call them. A ton of the rats. Man, they should totally put all these over by the rat. He is $17. They also have the pigs and the raccoons and the cats down there. More cats right here. I love these guys. They have so many of them. Cats and rats together. There's about to be a brawl in here. Zombie flies, and what do they call this guy? I know he's a snail. Latex snail, that's all they call him. They don't even have a funny name for him, but he has a skull on his shell. And the crows, and the possum, and of course, the seagulls. Let's check out the mask section and see if they have any of the new ones. Hey, there's the Goosebumps one. I love Goosebumps. I definitely have to watch this soon. I've been trying to watch a lot more scary movies and TV shows lately. $70 for that one. That is one of my favorite Goosebumps movies or episodes. I don't know if it's considered a movie or an episode. Here's an L-Wire wolf mask. Hold on, we might have to pull a tab on that. Yes, all right. We'll be the first ones to press the button on this one. There we go. I love the wire stuff. It always lights up very well. Look at that. It flashes. That's kind of cool. Wolves gloves are awesome. I've been watching werewolf movies lately. They have the Ghostface Scarecrow mask, yes, kind of rare, sells out very quickly, and he is a favorite. $22, not bad at all. Hoping to find one of him at the sales too. I want that very bad. They have lots of good Ghostface masks this year. Here's an awesome Frankenstein mask, sweet. That thing is huge, look at that. They did a great job with that, all over the whole head mask. And it is, who makes that? Tinsley? Never heard of that before. Maybe we'll start seeing more things from Tinsley this year. $70. Find Tinsley transfers on YouTube. I'll have to check that out. Never heard of that company before. Usually we see masks from Ruby's and Trick or Treat Studios, but from now on, I'm gonna be looking out for Tinsley. Look at the crazy hair on this Michael Myers mask. He's having a bad hair day. Here's some more of the wire masks. There's a black and blue L wire mask. Ooh, yes. I love blue lights for Halloween. And here's a green one. Let's see if that one works. Yeah. All right. I love the wire stuff. Are there any other new ones? Well, we got a clown here. Hold on. Let's see if we can get him to work. We'll pull him down. We're gonna have to pull the tab. There we go. And let's see. Ooh, yes. Purple. Purple and blue. Two of my favorite Halloween colors. Well, of course, orange is a big Halloween color, but for lights, purple and blue are the best. Here's a white and red one, but I'm not gonna pull the tab on that one. I've pulled enough tabs, I think. Wait a minute. What is this one? L-wire priestess mask? That one's creepy. I think this is a new weapon. A nice dagger. Look at that. $17 for the gothic dagger, and it has a sheath. That is very cool. I'm so glad we're seeing new weapons this year. There's the new saw and a couple of the new swords. And let's go over here. Do they have any of the tied up Chucky dolls? They do not, but they do have the regular one and the talking ones. Chucky and his bride. They both work too. Awesome, I love that. Let's see if they have any sidesteppers over here. We have Ghostface and Chucky. I'm kind of upset that we didn't see any new sidesteppers this year. Same thing with bobbleheads. We haven't seen any new bobbleheads. There's the slim one making a shadow on the wall. And they have the killer clown's guns. Love that one. Oh, wait a minute, they have a gizmo here. Love the gizmo. And they have the bobblehead here too, and he's in his little red car. And Lydia's here, but she has copywritten music, so I can't let you see her whole animation, but she dances. Oh, sweet, and they have two Porch Buddy light up ghost faces. I want that so bad. He is $50, and they have one Sam. They also do have a little dancing ghost sidestepper. We love that one. And we'll do a brief look at all the signs here. Plenty of the good ones. There's the Jason mask, and look at this awesome ghost face knife. Is that a new one? That is sweet. Ghost face in the back, and his face right there. That is very cool. I don't see a price on there though, but that is awesome. One of my favorite Ghostface signs. LED ones, they have Chucky, Ghostface, Michael Myers, and the rose and the balloon. Lots of the good ones. There's the new Halloween one. Megan, the Lost Boys, Changing Chucky, that's new from last year. And speaking of Chucky, they do have the light up statues here with the knife. And the Crypt Keeper right there. He doesn't do anything. And Mars attacks with the red glowing earth that is cracked. Ooh, and they have the Halloween 2 pumpkin with the skull face and Sam with a light up pumpkin, but that one's not working right now. Plenty of plush things here. There is the, what do they call him? Creature from the Black Lagoon. I can never remember that. And Sam and Ghostface and Michael Myers from Halloween 2, Elvira, and a ton of the slippers here. My favorite, one of my favorites is the Killer Clown Shorty with his boxing gloves. Tons of the blankets here too. Lots of good ones. You can kind of pause it and get a good look. They do have the American Psycho one and Five Nights at Freddy's Springtrap. That one's a little bit hard to find. Lots of the plush skeletons down there and the spiders. I love the spiders and the bats. And the pumpkins. They have two pumpkins here. And more blankets over here. They have Nightcrawler and Crouchy. Awesome. Lots of good blankets here. And just like the other stores, they are very well stocked on the hooded blankets too. All the ones that we love. My favorite is the Ghostface one. This store is probably the first store that I've seen that does not have a fully stocked Spirit Halloween branded costume area. But that's okay. I think they are still unpacking things. Let's check this Ghostface area and see what they have. They have the Devil Face Dead by Daylight and the classic. But wow, a big empty spot. They're probably gonna be adding some things here soon. And one chrome mask. And they have the chrome costume here. And the glow-in-the-dark costume. That's a classic. And the bleeding face costume. That's also a classic. The inflatable pick-me-up. That one is one of my favorite inflatable costumes for $60. We haven't seen a ton of those new Five Nights at Freddy's costumes. I wonder why. This store does have Bonnie though. And Roxanne Wolf. Those ones are kind of hard to find. And all the other ones we usually see. Montgomery Gator, Glamrock Freddy, Foxy, and regular Freddy over here. We also haven't seen many of the Poppy Playtime ones. There's Boxy Boo and Killy Willy, new from last year. We're seeing a ton of them now, but they have some new ones that we're not seeing. We're on our way over to this Ghostface section to see what they have, but first we're going to stop over here to the Terrifier section. They have lots of things here, but none of the weapons. They do have the glasses, the Art Crispies box, the plush Art the Clown. That's also a book bag. And they have some of the masks here, the bloody one, and the regular one over here, and the door cover, and the sign. That one does light up. None of the new Jason masks or the Jason machetes from the game, but that's okay. They have plenty of the replica masks, as seen in Friday the 13th Part 3. They have some Young Hee inflatables here. Those are 12 foot tall. And here's Young Hee. We're going to try to get her going one more time because she wasn't working a minute ago. What in the world? We heard her when we walked in, and now she's not going to go for us. All right, let's see what this Ghostface section has for us. This is a different one. It's called Glitter Ghostface, but it's not really glitter. It's just white rhinestones or whatever. Not even very shiny, but it's always good to see unique costumes. And they have the pink bling Ghostface Slayer kit, the regular Ghostface bling mask, the pink bling mask on its own without the Slayer kit. They have the hockey mask here. We're seeing a ton of them now. The age mask and the color changing Ghostface mask. What in the world is up with you, girl? She is working now. Let's go over here and see if she'll turn her head correctly. I don't understand. Maybe they have her on a timer or something. She's in English mode. Her head is turning, and so far so good. There she goes. Red light. Looks like she's working pretty well. Okay. Player eliminated. I didn't even move. Anyways, let's go back over here and see the color changing mask. There we go. That is awesome. Definitely want to get one of these. Very popular, awesome masks. It's kind of hard to find. And the bling devil mask. And they have the spoof mask down there. And the 25th anniversary with that shiny material. And for costumes, they do have the crimson one with the bloody Ghostface mask up there. I love that one. $60 for that. And they have some plus size Ghostface costumes up there for $30. Not bad. And that comes with the hooded robe, Ghostface mask, and the belt. Doesn't say it comes with the gloves though. They have a dodgeball section. Dodgeball is a funny movie. There's inflatable dodgeballs from Average Joe's. They have Average Joe's uniform for $40, and they have Purple Cobra uniform. That one is $60. Shirt, pants, headband, mustache, armband, wristband, belt, and the socks. This is funny. I don't know if I've ever seen this one before. Baby pajamas. How silly. $40, and it has a butt flap. And they have an inflatable baby costume here for $40. Inflatable costume, bonnet, bib, battery operated fan, belt clip, and battery pack. Battery's not included, and the bottle's not included. They have lots of wings here if your costume needs to have wings. There's butterfly wings, dark fairy wings, widow wings, that one looks kind of cool, fairy wings, butterfly wings, those ones are blue and those ones are black, bumblebee wings, that's a funny one, sparkle wings, these ones are like feathery, yeah, that would be good for like a crow costume, red sparkle wings, that's what that looks like, rose gold fairy wings, this store actually has a ton of them, and angel wings, look at these ones, those are also feathery. Here's some white gloves. I mentioned in a previous video that I would get these skeleton gloves to do unboxing things. These are $7. So if you're gonna do unboxing videos, come get some white gloves. Oh look, there's some opera gloves that are white and go all the way down your arm. And speaking of opera, deluxe phantom mask. Whoa, from like Phantom of the Opera. $10, not bad. Never seen that before. That is very cool. And here's that baby bottle you're gonna need if you're gonna do that inflatable baby costume. That one is $7. Here's a little mini guitar, and it works. Somebody just walked by while I was doing that. If you're going to be a ninja for Halloween, they have a whole section here full of ninja things and lots of cool costumes. Skull Dragon Ninja, Red Ninja, Electrified Ninja, that's a cool one. Deluxe Dragon Ninja, an awesome green one. Stealth Ninja, Mirror Ninja, Toxic Ninja, what in the world? $40. Light Up Skeleton Ninja with a light up mask. Electric Wire Ninja, sweet, with electric light up wires around it. And plenty of weapons too. Ninja Size, Twisted Size. What is this thing? Ninja Morph Star? Press the button. Turn to try me. What in the world does it do? Oh, wait a minute. I think you collapse these, and then you turn this. Shing! That's awesome. Here's some nunchucks, katanas, double ninja swords, all kinds of stuff. Here's a whole kit. Ninja weapon set. Comes with a sword with a sheath, a sai, a couple of those things, and some nunchucks. Everything you need to be an awesome ninja. Here's that inflatable wavy arm guy. I'm definitely gonna get this someday and put the Spirit Halloween logo on it. Then I'm gonna stand outside of Spirit Halloween waving my arms around. Over here at the little kids section, I've never seen this one before. Trickster Clown. And that's that stuffed hammer that we usually see for sale somewhere around here, but I don't see it right now. $30, not too bad. And they have similar ones ones up there. Funhouse Clown, that one is purple and black, and then Carnival Cutie that is very similar to this one with the colors blue and red and black and white. And here's an awesome astronaut costume. Look at that, and even has a detachable jetpack for $40. Here's an ice cream truck ride-along costume, and it plays the ice cream truck sound. Very cool for $45. But you have to bring your own ice cream. And they have a nice full plush section. Our friends from Poppy Playtime, the Killer Clown, and they even have the Mars Attacks Martian. Awesome. And plenty of other guys from Five Nights at Freddy's here, and these creepy friends. That was a pretty good store. Let's go hide that pumpkin. On my way out here to get the pumpkin, I found this little bug. Look at that bug. What is he doing? That guy is cool. All right, little bug, go have fun at Spear Halloween. All right, let's go hide this little guy. I got a perfect spot for him. There is the store, and there is the wavy inflatable arm guy. And here is a little secret wall. We're gonna come around here in the secret wall, and there's a secret corner. Wait a minute, this one has some leaves. That's perfect for little pumpkin. We'll put him right there in the leaves. There you go, there's 3 stickers in there for you. You can take one and leave some for other fans, or take the whole pumpkin and all the stickers for yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.